I don't even want to make this video right now because I'm laying in bed trying to get some rest, but I have to put this out here at the moment. And I'll post more about the situation later, but I just want to do this tonight because physically, like, I've been having some pains and some sharp pains in my legs and stuff like that going through my body, but I've a situation that happened to me almost 7 months ago. What the whole situation was, but since I moved, I moved to California from St. Louis almost 3 years ago. Unit that I live in, I stay in Reseda, California. It was okay at first, and then I started kind of having problems with my neighbors. Not really having problems, but it was some things that were going on that I listened to at first. Then it started to get a little more noticeable. Like we would wake up and bright early in the morning, like 7 a.m., they would be playing loud music. I mean, so loud to where the walls would be shaking. And I asked them a couple of times, could you not play the music so loud? Saturday morning, we all sleep. 7 a.m., loud music shaking the house. They weren't very friendly to me when we moved here. They didn't speak to us, ever. Like, I've lived here for 3 years, and none of my neighbors have spoken to me. It's a family of Mexican people that live on my right, that live on the left side of me, and then it's another white couple with 2 kids that live behind me, and then it's like it's a black guy. It seems like it could be, because like I said, this is the first place I've ever moved, and I wasn't friends with the neighbor. None of the neighbors. Like, we don't talk, they don't speak. Like, we'll speak to them, they don't speak, don't say hello or anything. So well, I'm gonna get back to that. So almost 2 years ago, though, I started to receive some messages on Instagram through my inbox, and I thought it was some girl that was messing with my ex-boyfriend, because me and her kind of had an altercation on the phone. Me and this girl that he knew, we had a little argument. So I thought that she was like trying to mess with me, harass me. But we had this altercation on the phone. I started to get all these random anonymous calls, and then somebody started sending me messages on Instagram through my inbox, but it was from different Instagram pages. Like, how somebody make up a fake email and then create an Instagram page where, like, they have no followers. That's how it was. Like, it was like a few every so often, and every time the person would send me a message, it would be something like, oh, I know it's your man deal, your man with me, he doing, I'm arguing back and forth, like, who is this? Like, girl, get a life, not, and I'm like, why do you have this girl harassing me? What is going on? And we contacted the FBI, her manager on that, and she was claiming that she didn't do anything. And then it started happening again. Somebody just randomly sent me a message through my inbox saying, oh, I know this and that about you. And it was kind of some personal information, So once again, my ex, and asked him, this girl still harassing me. She's still trying to contact me. Why what is she saying? Why she's saying all this stuff? And how does she know all my personal business? And he would be like, he wasn't talking to the girl. He never talked to her, whatever, So it stopped. It stopped happening for a while, and then it's again. So all the way up until, okay, now 7 months of it happened again. And I started receiving like messages, and it just went to a whole other level of stuff. But then our neighborhood at the same dash around coming, my neighbors would just, every time we would come outside to my because we have a garbage can, so my garbage can would be pushed out, put in front of my garage for me to run into it. They would be throwing trash over in our front on our patio. Then they start hitting the walls, like were, making loud sounds and just being rude. I don't know why this was happening, what it was coming from, but then it just, I don't know, things just started to go to the next level, to where the same thing would happen when, we would leave out and they'll be standing outside and they'll be saying just craziness. And I'm not even finna get into all that. All I know is that I need to make this video because somebody sent me like an anonymous tip through YouTube in my inbox, because I had never heard anything about gang stalking until I was sent this message. And then anonymous tip about electric harassment and energy weapons and stuff like that. And I'm like, what is this? It was sent directly to, and I'm like, what is this? So I started reading the articles, and it was like stuff that was happening to me. But one of the main things that stick out is the stuff that was happening physically. That was happening tonight. That's why I had to make a video about it and just put this out there, because I'm not sure what the situation is, but whatever those weapons are, though, I read about them, they can cause stroke, things like that. Whatever they are, I feel like my neighbors, because one of them, they like ex-military, or they are in the military, and I found out these like weapons can be bought on the dark web. So I think that they like this. That's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of affecting my body in the house. And it's some other stuff that I want to go into, but I really don't want to go into it because I'm not ready to. I don't want anything to make me come off like I'm crazy or I'm delusional. I'm imagining some stuff, but I just kind of have to make note of this. I have to document this, because if something happened to me, I would like for people to investigate it, investigate these people, because I think that they're into some type of, I just think that they have an ability, and they have whatever these weapons are. I'm gonna just say that I think that they these type of energy weapons that can cause these, these weapons can kind of affect your nervous system, from what I read about. So, and these are, it's not something that's made up. These are things that have government patents on them. So all you got to do is look them up and note about this, because I'm just like, if something happened to me, I would like my family, friends to hear me on this, get these people investigated, because I'm like 85% sure that they have something to do with it, and they using this stuff, because it's even the guy across the looking around like, why how are these people, like, well, how did I just happen to be living next to two neighbors that's in the military? Also, the couple behind me, one of them is a police officer, a guy named John, and I don't know his wife's name, but I don't know what they do for a living, but I don't know. So I just kind of got to document what's going on. But the more I find out, the more I'll be posting stuff about it as much as I can without discrediting myself, because I have children, and I don't want these problems trickling down to them. So I'm gonna leave this like it is for now, and I'll be much love, and I'll be back.